My beloved child, do you not know? Have you not heard? I am the Lord your God, the one who formed you in the secret place, who called you by name before you took your first breath. I have never left you, not for a moment. Even when you felt alone, I was there. Even when you thought I was silent, I was speaking. Through the rising sun, through the whisper of the wind, through the beating of your own heart. You are never out of my sight, never beyond my reach. Like this video if you are blessed. I see your burdens, the weight you carry, the silent battles you fight in the depths of your soul. You try to be strong, to stand firm, but you feel weary. My child, do not carry this alone. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you more than you could ever imagine. Lay your worries at my feet, and I will give you rest. I will exchange your weakness for my strength, your sorrow for my joy, your fear for my perfect peace. When the storms of life rage, do not be afraid. I am your shelter, your strong tower, your unshakable foundation. Though the waves rise, they will not overwhelm you. Though the fire burns, it will not consume you. For I am with you, I always have been, and I always will be. My plans for you are greater than your mind can comprehend. Where you see a closed door, I am preparing a greater path. Where you feel stuck, I am working behind the scenes. What the enemy meant for harm, I will turn for good. Do not let doubt steal your destiny. Do not let fear rob you of the future I have for you. Trust me, even when you cannot see the way. I love you, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are mine, my child, my creation, my beloved. Nothing you have done, nothing you will ever do, can separate you from my love. My grace is sufficient. My mercy is new every morning. You are not defined by your past, but by the future I have prepared for you. So rise up, my beloved. Walk with confidence, knowing that I go before you. Step forward in faith, for I am leading you. Hold fast to my promises, for they will never fail. Lift your eyes, for your redemption draws near. I am not finished with you yet. What you see as the end is only the beginning of what I am doing in your life. You may feel weary, but I am your strength. You may feel broken, but I am your healer. You may feel lost, but I am your guide. Do not listen to the voice of the enemy that tells you that you are not enough, that you will never overcome, that your past defines you. I have called you by name, and I have set you apart. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. I am working all things together for your good, even when you do not understand. When you walk through the fire, I will be with you. When the waters rise, I will lift you up. When you feel weak, I will carry you. Do not fear, for I am your refuge, your hiding place, your unshakable foundation. My child, you were created with a purpose. There is a reason for your existence. The gifts I have placed inside of you are not by accident. You were born for such a time as this. Do not let fear hold you back from stepping into the calling I have placed upon your life. You may not see the full picture now, but trust in me. My ways are higher than your ways, my thoughts higher than your thoughts. I see the road ahead, and I am leading you step by step. Even in the waiting, I am working. Even in the silence, I am speaking. I love you with an everlasting love. Nothing can separate you from my love, neither height nor depth, neither past nor future, neither mistakes nor failures. My grace is greater than your weakness. My mercy is new every morning. Life often feels like a series of battles, some seen, some unseen. There are moments when the weight of trials seems unbearable, when the prayers whispered in the dark feel unanswered, and when the journey ahead looks uncertain. It's in these moments that faith is truly tested. Faith is not just believing when things are easy, it's trusting when nothing makes sense. It's holding on when everything in you wants to let go. The road may be difficult, but every step taken in faith is a step towards something greater. There is strength in surrender, not in giving up, but in giving it to God. Letting go of the need to control, of the fears that whisper doubts, of the burdens too heavy to carry alone. Surrender is not a sign of weakness, but of trust. It's saying, even when I don't understand, I will still believe. The past does not define the future. Mistakes do not cancel God's plans. Failure is not the final chapter. Every tear, every struggle, Every unanswered question is not wasted. There is purpose in the process, and even the waiting is shaping something beautiful. Hope is never lost. Even in the darkest night, the promise of morning remains. Even in the deepest valley, there is a path forward. Even in the silence, God is still speaking. So take heart, keep walking, keep believing. There is more ahead than what has been left behind. Subscribe if you trust in God's plan. The journey of faith is not always easy. There are moments when doubt creeps in, when prayers seem to go unanswered, and when circumstances make it hard to see the hand of God at work. But faith is not about seeing, it's about trusting. It's about believing that even when everything around you seems uncertain, God is still in control. There will be seasons of waiting, times when it feels like nothing is changing. But waiting is not wasted. In those moments, God is working beneath the surface, strengthening your heart, refining your character, and preparing you for what's ahead. The waiting is part of the process, and though it may feel painful now, it is producing something far greater than you can imagine. When storms arise, when trials come, and when the weight of life feels overwhelming, remember that you are not alone. The same God who spoke the universe into existence, who parted the seas, who shut the mouths of lions, and who raised the dead, is the same God who walks beside you now. His power has not diminished, His love has not faded, and His promises have not changed. Fear may try to paralyze you, doubt may try to shake you, but the truth remains. God is faithful, He has never failed, and He will not start now. What He has spoken over your life will come to pass, in His perfect time and in His perfect way. Don't let past failures define you. Don't let present struggles defeat you. Don't let fear of the future keep you from stepping forward in faith. God's plans for you are greater than your fears. His purpose for you is stronger than your doubts, and His grace is sufficient for every weakness. You were not meant to walk this journey alone. Lean on His strength, trust in His guidance, rest in His promises. No matter what lies ahead, He is already there, making a way, preparing a path, and holding you every step of the way. There is a breakthrough ahead, even if you cannot see it yet. Every trial, every delay, every challenge is not meant to break you, but to build you. What you are facing now is not the end of your story. It is simply a chapter, a moment that will one day make sense when you look back and see how God was working through it all. It's easy to feel weary when the journey seems long. It's tempting to give up when the battle feels endless. But remember, the enemy wants you to quit right before your breakthrough. He wants you to lose hope, to give in to fear, to believe the lie that things will never change. But that is not the truth. The truth is that God is moving even now. The truth is that your prayers are not forgotten. The truth is that every tear you have shed has been seen, every cry of your heart has been heard, and God is working all things together for your good. Hold on to faith, even when it feels small. Even a mustard seed of faith is enough for God to move mountains. Keep speaking life over your situation. Keep declaring His promises, even when circumstances try to contradict them. Keep trusting that what He has started in you, He will finish. Your waiting is not in vain. Your struggles are not unnoticed. Your journey is leading somewhere greater than you can imagine. Don't let temporary pain cause you to make permanent decisions. Don't let frustration cause you to turn away from the very thing God is using to shape you. There is more ahead, more strength, more wisdom, more joy, more victory. You have not been forgotten, and you are not alone. Even now, God is preparing something greater for you, something beyond what you could ask, think, or imagine. So keep pressing forward. Keep trusting in His plan. Keep believing that your best days are not behind you, but ahead of you. The breakthrough you have been praying for is coming, and when it arrives, you will see that every moment of waiting was worth it. There is a divine timing for everything in your life. What seems delayed is not denied. What feels like silence is not abandonment. Sometimes the greatest work happens beneath the surface, where you cannot see it. Just as a seed must remain buried in the soil before it breaks through and grows, your season of waiting is preparing you for something greater. Do not mistake the stillness for inactivity. God is working in ways beyond your understanding, aligning the right doors to open, the right people to come into your life, and the right circumstances to unfold. You may not see it yet, but faith is trusting in what is unseen, believing that His promises will come to pass even before they manifest. Every challenge you've faced has strengthened you. Every disappointment has refined you. Every delay has been a setup for something better. God does not waste anything, not your pain, not your struggles, not even your waiting. It is all part of a greater plan, one that is leading you toward the purpose He has prepared for you. Let go of the fear that whispers, "What if it never happens?" and embrace the truth that says, "God is faithful." Let go of the doubt that tries to shake your confidence and hold on to the promise that He is working all things together for your good. Your breakthrough is coming, but even before it arrives, find peace in the journey. Find joy in the process. Find strength in knowing that no matter what, you are never alone. His love surrounds you, His grace sustains you, and His timing is always perfect. Type Amen if you agree. Like this video if you believe in God. Subscribe this channel for more videos.